How's it going, everybody? This is Rob Novakast back with another podcast for you guys. It has been a while. I'm trying to get everything set up, everybody, or at least everything situated for everybody to come on for the podcast. Today, I know at least for the rest of the group, we had a couple things we were going to talk about. There's the Creepshow art drama, as well as the frenemies breakup. I think that was two forms of drama that was suggested amongst the group. As we do the podcast, if there's any other suggestions, please let us know. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's not a lot that would really be interesting to a certain degree. But anywho, so how's everybody been? And I apologize for the last couple of weeks where we've had no podcast. Let's see. Got 2 people watching, 2 likes. Thank you so much for those that are coming on, checking out the channel. Looking forward to another podcast, seeing if what we talk about. Probably, if anything, either we're going to talk about drama. Like I said, there was not a lot, so either we're going to talk about drama or we'll have like kind of a gaming thing for tonight. But we'll see. Let's see. Looking at... one thing I can mention is, at least for some of our other content, I will be doing a reaction of Team 4 Star's recent Hiffle episode. So I'm really excited about that. Trying to get some more of the Devil Artemis stuff. Richard, how's it going? Really excited to do some more, podcast stuff for you guys. But yeah, like I said, there's not much in drama. But anywho, I'm gonna find a random video to react to while I'm waiting for everybody. Good. How's it going with you? I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. It's been an interesting week. Just finished, actually, if anything, the recent Ratchet and Clank game. And speaking of that, you guys will probably see an episode of the reboot Ratchet and Clank as well for the channel, because I am trying to get that finished up, so that way that's back on the channel. I used to have episodes for that game, but apparently I realized that after the original channel was pretty much taken out, so was Let's Plays like that one. So with some of the games that I play, I'm going to make sure that, they're on the channel. But anywho, there is, because I'm trying to think. Oh, hey MJ.
Yo.
What's up?
Perfect stream.
I'm just doing like random shit.
Perfect stream.
By the way, actually, if anything, I'll pull a line from Ratchet and Clank. I'm improvising.
You missed the confetti guns at the very beginning of the game.
The confetti gun?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Well, it was during the parade. Like, there were 2 giant like confetti guns.
Oh no.
That you could hit while they were like praising you.
Oh really? I thought I did.
Yeah.
No, it was the fireworks one. That's right.
Yeah.
I did. I hit the fireworks one, but I didn't hit the confetti guns. God damn it!
But there is I don't know how far you're into the game.
I beat it.
Oh, you did? I'm almost there. But I'm collecting every single thing right now.
Oh, I did the same thing.
Did you find the Krager bears?
I didn't find all the Krager bears. I did find all of the bolts, and the ones that really mattered to me were the bolts and the
I want that rhino weapon.
Oh, I got the rhino weapon. It's actually really cool, and if you fire it enough, apparently Jack from Jack and Daxter and Sly Cooper will pop up.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I thought that was kind of cool.
Where am I at? I'm at the point where let's just say I haven't been able to do the gold cup yet for Zerkies. If that says anything.
Yeah, that's like after. I think you get that after
Ratchet and Rivet have already met in my game.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm getting there.
So I'm gonna say when you get really closer to the end towards the final battle, that's when they unlock the gold cup for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I should probably stop checking back on that planet, trying to see if it opens up.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I did, where I periodically would check on it, and it wouldn't unlock till like the very end.
Yeah, I got the red controller, by the way.
I saw that. It looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm still pissed because of how I ended up having to get it.
So, by the way, because we were talking about this on Discord, because my whole theory about the sheep that shows up in the new game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still thinking that's Drek.
Maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, okay, to be fair, by the way, I just recently bought the movie because I wanted to make sure. So in the movie, he apparently turned back into his normal form, and then gets killed off by the deplant. But he's on a random.
Oh, you got killed by the deplanetizer?
Yes. Just so we could tell everybody, because this was something I brought up on Discord, and it was this little theory I had that because in the newest Ratchet and Clank game, Drift Apart, you go to this bar and there's a
Rift Apart
or Rift
Drift Apart.
You know, I made that
Ratchet and Clank Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, I actually made that mistake in one of my videos. But nice. Yeah, Rift Apart. So you at some point at some point in the game, spoilers, just for a quick second, one of the areas you can go to is a bar that's run by Mr. Xerxes, who's apparently to some extent a pacifist now.
Well, it's not Mr. Zircon.
No, it's a Zircon.
But not Mr. Zircon.
No, it is a Mr. Zircon.
No, it's Xerxes.
No, that's the name of the bar. Mr. Zircon is the one that owns the bar.
Okay, then.
Zircon Jr. is the one that runs the arena, and Mrs. Zircon basically does all the, you buying your weapons and stuff through them.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so at the bar, like when you travel to the bar, there's a random sheep. Now, normally you would kind of not take a second glance at this because one of the main weapons from the original game and the reboot was the Sheepinator, which basically turns your enemies into a sheep. But it got me thinking, because to some degree, I still want to think that this is following after the reboot.
It is. It's a few years after.
But continuing, to some degree, especially since like in the game we didn't actually see fully what happened to him. The one character that we actually see like out of the main cast that gets turned into a sheep was was Chairman Drek. So my headcanon is the sheep in the bar, like in their dimension, it was another Drek.
Have you ever watched like How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah.
Have you seen the show? The spin-off show?
I saw bits of it.
Do you remember Mildew and Fungus by chance?
No.
Like an old crotchety old man and a sheep?
No.
That's what that sheep reminds me of. If you ever watch like Dragons, Riders, and Burke, hey, yeah, there's a sheep named Fungus, and he he reminds you of the sheep that you see in Xerxes. But
Dang.
And Rosa, if you're still here, yes, we will be talking about that.
Yay.
Hooray! You can tell we're so excited.
I mean, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I only saw the coverage from Tipster.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, good God, not another situation where it's kind of like what happened with John Swan.
Oh, it's worse than John Swan.
Oh, fuck.
Way worse. Way worse. Like, hold on. I'm trying to charge my mouse here. My mouse is about to die. But
you realize
worse than John Swan. They used a similar excuse, trying to say that, oh yeah, it's my brother. He was obsessed with you. He's 15. We're going to get him help. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Right.
you're pulling the 12-year-old autistic kid. I'm using the words in relation to the past drama. That's not how I normally address people with autism. But
yeah,
how dare you?
Fuck off. Yeah, you're an exception, Aden. No PC commentary for you.
Yes. Good.
So do you want to set up the conversation with this drama, MJ?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure most of us who watch us probably already know about it, but still, it's just frustrating just because some Creepshow Art was somebody that I watched. I didn't watch all of her videos, but it is frustrating that she had allegedly made all that shit up. I don't get why. I don't know if it was just to harass Emily Artful or if it was for their own attention and profit and gain. I don't know, but basically there was a video that she made a couple of years ago saying that she was stalked for 8.5 years. Goes on to the story. It's an hour-long video about this girl named Amy and how they've been harassing them since middle school, caused them to lose their jobs, caused them to be homeless for a little bit. And at the end of the video, she says that they talk rarely, but they're on good terms. Well, turns out Amy is Creepshow.
Yeah.
And instead of being mature about it, they type up this long ass community post trying to blame it on their stalker. And you wonder why stalking and cyber harassment is so hard to deal with and to catch. I'm mad because of the fact, all of us have dealt with cyber harassment and stalking.
Yeah.
And it's just so frustrating to see somebody try to make that shit up for their own gain or to put somebody else down. And they just completely, they tried saying that they weren't guilty of it, but then they'd tell their friends not to defend them.
Good Lord.
Well, okay, why? I know she doesn't want to do what John Swan did, who, threw all of his friends under the bus, but that still doesn't make you look good either by saying, don't defend me.
It really does.
Because it just makes you look a lot worse. And the thing is that I know there's that, Peanut or used to be called John's Peanut Gallery. That channel, I believe, was taken down. I don't know if it's back up, but that was talking about it. But I know it was the one that Tommy C got into a screaming match with the other day.
Jeez.
Oh, like I've seen Tommy C blow up, but like it was both sad and funny to watch it.
Well, I mean,
like he was just like he was not letting her get a word in edgewise.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only time I've ever seen, I haven't had the chance to see that yet, and I know the last time I've seen, or at least there's record of Tommy C kind of blowing up at somebody, was literally during the drama between him and Keemstar, and it was the recording that Keemstar did not want getting out of Tommy C blowing up on him.
Oh.
Well, Tommy C blew up at Rebzilla last night.
Jeez.
Yeah. He went off on him today, too. I don't know. But some people are wondering if Shannon's going to come back.
Shannon
I wouldn't... Creepshow, yes.
Yeah.
I mean...
I doubt it.
It wouldn't... I don't know. Because we always think of certain YouTubers are going to be gone forever, but then they show back up.
Mm.
I think the irritating thing is this kind of goes back to the whole John Swan thing.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, especially when it comes down to commentary channels, it just looks at the credibility of like the larger commentary channels just becomes less and less when you see shit like that. And then unfortunately, you end up making, people like Onision look a little bit more innocent.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing too, because all the work that they've done, all the commentary shit that they've done, it makes you look less credible.
Mm-hmm. Rosa says Shannon is just beyond messed up. She's damaged so many friendships and caused most people to have depression. Like, I'm just curious, like, because I mean, Emily Artful's video, I did watch it a couple times. So I've watched it for like, because the video itself is 2 hours long. And I don't know, there's some people like, oh yeah, that's proof. But I mean, no offense to Emily at all. I think Emily's a sweetheart, or based on what I've seen of her, but it just doesn't seem like, oh shit, now I'm losing track or my train of thought. Oh no, sorry. Emily, if you see this, I'm having a brain fart. But a lot of the evidence is circumstantial. That's what I was going to say. And it points a lot more on on Shannon's husband being a shitty ex. But it just makes me wonder if, like, how Shannon got involved in the first place.
It's a good question.
Was it like started by her husband being like, fuck this bitch kind of thing? Or
Maybe.
Was it something that she was jealous of and then started kind of going at her by herself and then her husband found out or something? I don't know. And to be honest, I don't really want to know, but it's just frustrating to make up this whole stalker story. And then even after the lolcow leaks that instead of just copying to it, they just said that it was Amy. And they said that they had their IP spoofed over an email. That's not how that works.
It's not.
But most people that
Rosa wants
that are
to know.
newer to commentary, just they don't fully know that. They're probably kind of banking on that. Most people don't know that. But then again, it is a commentary community and people tend to dig up everything. Rosa wants to know if she can come on and talk.
That's fine. If it's all right with you guys, I don't care.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me none.
One of you want to send her a link?
Sure.
We're bringing you on, Rosa. Well, one of them is. I'm not.
You know what? Actually, another topic that we can discuss, because I think I mentioned briefly the frenemies, as well as this one that we're discussing now. I guess something new is going on with Twitch.
No more farming ASMR.
Farting.
Farting?
It
Oh
was
my
it was a
goodness.
typo on his part. It's supposed to be farting ASMR.
Really?
And
Oh, yeah, 8
apparently
people
it
watched
was,
this, by the way.
apparently it was only a thing for about a day, and they shut it down.
Thank God.
I honestly don't know the details on it or any of that. I was just
Okay,
like,
that makes it a lot more funny than what Magi. Because I was like, what the fuck is farming ASMR? Are you listening to cows moo?
cows move,
I'm not
farming
high, by the
equipment,
way.
engines running.
Yoda Bowl is not here yet. Or not in this room. Because I have a baby Yoda Bowl now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's great. No. Even when sober, I have a mentality of a 12-year-old.
So, Rob, I have to ask, gaming-wise, have you gotten a chance to try out the new Kakarot DLC, or is that even out?
I have not, and I don't have an Xbox right now, so I would have to purchase the game for PlayStation and replay it to the point where I get to. Actually, I haven't even done the previous DLCs yet,
Okay.
so I would have to repurchase the game and then probably play like all the way to that point.
Right. How do you feel about the game and the first DLC being packaged together and finally being released on Switch?
What?
Yeah, it's finally coming to Switch with the new Powers DLC
All I can say
already
is
attached to it.
cool. Well, all I'll say is cool. I've been playing it up on Ratchet and Clank right now.
It's all good. Nintendo
Fuck StreamYard. God damn it.
Nintendo freaking nailed E3 this year.
Oh, we're getting a new Metroid
What?
game.
Yeah, Metroid Dread is finally a thing, an actual thing, and to make things even more exciting for those of us that are Metroid fans, it is Metroid 5, a sequel to Metroid Fusion. It's been 19 years since the last numbered Metroid game that's not Prime.
Rosa says they've played Kakarot and they love it.
Oh, Metroid Dread looks so freaking amazing.
By the way, I'm still finishing up my DBZ controller. Because it looks so fucking cool.
Right,
I'm so proud of it. And then I fucking rip off the ribbon on one of my adaptive triggers.
While we're waiting for Rosa.
Did you send it to her on Discord?
I have not. How do I send it to her Discord? I thought.
There you go. There you go,
Sorry.
Rosa. I sent it to you. But I heard that E3 sucked this year.
I didn't watch anything but the Nintendo Direct.
So I don't really know too much about it. Like Rob said, I've been playing Ratchet and Clank.
As soon as I was done playing Rift Apart, I just immediately went on to replaying the reboot.
Yeah, I still need to finish that one. Or
apparently,
I need to beat the time trials.
A lot of people were kind of excited for the game Elden Ring.
Yes, we finally have gameplay. We finally have some slight gameplay footage.
It's
another an actual trailer.
It's another Souls game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the next game by From Software.
Oh, collab with Game of Thrones author George R.R. Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
When is that Gollum game coming out?
Far Cry 6.
Gollum game?
Mm-hmm.
What?
They're making a Lord of the Rings game that's just for Gollum.
Oh, snap.
We talked about it last year.
Paradise.
I completely forgot about it. Danganronpa 1, 2, V3, and whatever that board minigame in V3 is are getting bundled together for the Switch, by the way.
Apparently,
I already own it on my phone and my computer, so hey, Rosa.
So, by the way, I want to know your thoughts on this. Doki Doki Literature Club
Plus.
is coming on Plus is coming on console.
Yeah, I hate that game.
I'm cool with it.
My avatar is not anything related to Doki Doki whatsoever.
Not at all.
I got tiny hands.
As far as like Doki Doki Literature Club goes as a visual novel, it'll do just fine. But what I want to know is how will the extra content that we had to look at folders and images and whatnot in order to get that extra content? How are we going to see that stuff?
Delete your computer. Delete your hard drive.
that actually brings up a question, because once you beat the game, because I don't know how that would be possible with console.
True.
Because spoilers, because at some point, in order to, because Monica ends up becoming the villain. And
Just
in order
Monica?
and in order to defeat Monica, you have to literally go to the files for the game and delete the character file for Monica, which then results in Monica being destroyed. And
the game actually ending. Yeah.
Some of the dialogue from her is fucking creepy. Sea of Thieves is getting a Pirates of the Caribbean theme to it, apparently.
I mean, Jack Sparrow is joining Sea of Thieves. Captain Jack Sparrow is going to be part of it. Yeah.
Disney's okay with that?
I guess so.
Apparently,
the licensing fees for that's going to be a lot.
One game I actually saw a trailer for. I didn't see E3, but one game I'm kind of wondering for is Starfield.
That sounds familiar.
It's going to be from Bethesda.
Oh
I'm
boy.
I'm kind of.
I mean,
iffy.
I like Bethesda. Don't get me wrong. I love Bethesda.
Oh, I love Bethesda too, but some of their recent shit has been meh.
But before we continue, how are you doing tonight, Rosa?
Yes.
I'm doing pretty good.
That's
yeah.
good.
Didn't want to leave you out as soon as you popped in, so I figured I'd stop the conversation to say hi.
Nah, you're good. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little Blaze right now.
You're good.
But to answer your
speak your mind.
But to answer your question about the whole Shannon Creepshow art situation, I watched that video of Emily Artful twice.
A lot of people have, I've noticed.
And now here's my theory. Now, remember how she said her and her ex were starting off a gig with the music video?
Wait, say that again?
Remember when they started off
video.
making a music? Yes.
Yeah.
And they had and instead of using Emily's voice, he put Shannon on top of hers.
No, that was the other way around.
Was it?
He removed Shannon's voice because Emily had said that her voice was too weak.
And yeah, that's one of the sources.
Because Emily's voice is what you hear in that video.
I think it was Emily who said that about Shannon.
No, because he was writing a song and she had listened to it and then she had heard Shannon singing on it. And she had said that her voice was weak and that she could do a better job. And so for that music video that she had shown, for that music video has the final version of it, which has Emily's voice and not Shannon's. Shannon's face is in the music video though, like in a picture. But
yeah, I think what happened was I'm thinking neither. I really don't know. Neither Shannon took that as an insult.
I mean,
or her.
I would
or
if I were
ex-
her.
Or I think she did. Here's the thing. I think she did. Emily's ex instigated it and made it worse.
Yeah.
Because he was already obsessed. He was already obsessed, so she joined along the obsession bandwagon.
Which I think is absolutely ridiculous because of the fact, like, of everything that she has supposedly stood for. But it just makes other, like, victims of stalking and cyber harassment feel less credible.
Right.
Yeah.
And since we've all experienced cyber harassment and stalking in certain ways ourselves, like, that's incredibly frustrating to see, especially from somebody that was so large. And my God, her sub count's continuing to dwindle. Like,
yeah, I think the thing
last I checked, she lost over 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah, the thing that still really hits me is the homeless thing, because I did have sympathy for her when she said that.
Yeah, until you find out that she did it by choice.
Yes, because I could understand living in a car, because I did it with my sister at once upon a time.
Mm-hmm.
And doing it by choice, like, you could at least said I did it by choice, not
But that wouldn't be as dramatic.
Yeah.
I just don't get how somebody could take somebody else's story like that and make it their own. I'm just baffled by it. I'm baffled.
I think the thing was Emily was going to say something about it before Shannon, but Shannon beat her to it. And the thing that I don't even know
recently
why.
Or that stalking video?
Huh?
Recently or that stalking video? That Shannon beat her to it.
The stalking video.
Because didn't Emily say that she didn't even know about the stalking video until everything came out?
I really don't know. I think so. It's like I'm trying to put two together. But I know.
Yeah, I believe she had said that, like, when everything was coming out, she's like, I didn't even know about the stalking video. And that's when Emily went off and said, like, no, you are Amy. I got way too involved with this because I was just so mad. So I was hate watching.
I think you should see Ready to Glare, because I saw Ready to Glare's video about Shannon, and it's heartbreaking.
Yep. And the thing is I never mind. I can't really speak on things publicly regarding that.
I don't know. Like, excuse me. When I say I don't know.
No, and nothing towards Julia or Ready to Glare at all. It's just that let's just say we have a mutual friend.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm not going to mention them at all from here on out. So, but
I'm just shocked at the whole
the thing is
thing.
like I'm just surprised that like she was love bombing people before all of this. Like she literally sent Ready to Glare roses like 2 days before all of this. And then like it's the fact that like she even tweeted like, oh yeah, support Shannon. Like she seemed like she's going through a tough time right now. And then, having to find out that, she was talking shit about you on Lolcow. God, that's gotta be heart wrenching. But no, I do feel bad for Julia. I mean,
and as an artist, I don't know if I could. I don't even think she has actual talent. I'm starting to question her drawing skills.
Like she's tracing?
Yeah.
Isn't that something that's like a big no-no in the art community?
Yeah. I know
I
that
can't
she
even draw a
said that
stick
most
figure,
of.
so there we go.
I know that
Head
she
be
said
on one
most
side,
of her
bodies on
stuff.
the other.
I know
Say that
that
again?
Emily said that most of her stuff was her style was copied by her with permission, but Emily changed it when Shannon decided to take it, like make it her own style.
Oh,
So I'm just like, the thing that really probably frustrates me about Shannon is the Hopeless Peaches
yeah.
saga. And pardon my language, I'm so sorry, Rob. I felt like it literally was like so mad at Hopeless Peaches because of Shannon.
I
Only to
watched her
find out
Hopeless
it's
Peaches video when it came out, and I don't know if I left a comment on it, but yeah, seeing one side, seeing the other side of things is kind of just like, wow.
so I'm like, not only did this person stalk another person, but she also turns friendships into
I hate people like that.
competitions, and before an artist could even get on the peak of having subscribers, she lies about them.
Which I still don't understand. Like, I'm still really confused, and I know a lot of people feel hurt and betrayed by what Shannon did. Of course, there are people out there that believe that. I mean, there are still people out there that believe that Shannon's innocent to some degree, or that the focus should be more on Shannon's husband. But Shannon has a large audience, and she weaponized that. So
Yeah.
that's
Here's
why
my-
I feel no sympathy towards Shannon. I mean, I hope that she can get her life straightened out and live a life where she feels comfortable to not have to lie to everybody. Especially like her, ever since her sister came out or allegedly came out and started saying all these things, like horrible things that Shannon did. Because her sister, did like an AMA. Welcome back, Size Matters. But yeah, I'm just disappointed because they only seem like to think about themselves rather than the repercussions that it can have on other people or the commentary community in general. It just makes us look worse.
Yeah.
I think the saddest part about like the whole thing is the whole art community itself. Is that they turn things into a competition, they spread rumors, they make false allegations and all that kind of crap. And
I wouldn't say it's
Shannon
exclusive
should
to
be
the art community, though.
Huh?
I said I wouldn't think I wouldn't say that it's truly exclusive to the art community, though.
But
But
this is my point of
no,
this
you're
is
good. You're
my
good.
point
I'm
of
just
view.
you're good.
I was gonna say, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
I
I'm
was
just
trying to
kidding.
say
I'm just kidding.
sorry, you're
Breaking
good.
tension here.
But what I was trying to say was Shannon should be an example of what not to do as
I
an
agree.
artist.
I agree.
Like, I do digital and I draw anime art style.
Mhm.
And to me, it's like, if you draw this kind of style, I would give you support all the way. And I would not spread, oh, this person's this person's that. They do this, they do that. That's not me.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if you say, hey, I want to make this a business, can you help me? I would find a way how to help you. I may not be the best because I don't like interacting with people, but I try.
We all do. We're all pretty much antisocial to a degree.
Yeah.
Or asocial, whatever.
But what Shannon did was just
Disappointing.
it's just sad, and I'm just like, I don't think she can ever come back from this, and I'm really sorry to say this. In my point of view, this is a lawsuit.
Damn.
Everybody's been saying like, no, this is a lawsuit.
What do you mean for a lawsuit?
What Shannon did.
Yeah, but then you had to deal with the whole statute of limitations too.
Yeah,
It might be too late.
But
Also, we got Xade. Hello. I have a question. Would you guys watch Wonder Egg Priority?
What is that?
I have no idea what that is. And then
Not
Size Matter
sure.
says it started with Prison Mate Luke, and now Creepshow art. Man, everything's falling apart in this community. Just more things are being exposed about the community, which sucks. But the fact to just completely hide, like, that does not help anyone. I mean, I speak from experience too. That's my first reaction to do whenever I get stressed out is hide. But in this case, but my case is different than hers.
But I was gonna say, but yours is different than hers. But like when people are like, do you want us to defend you? She's like, don't defend me. And then just bold and try to delete everything.
Yeah.
And just like, you do know that the internet's forever, right?
Yeah.
And there have been recordings of her admitting, saying, hey, I was in this library when this happened. Or I was in this place, I was in that place. And even Emily was like, well, I was in this place when this happened. And then I got an IP tracker to see who was this person. And then I think it had her name or her device. I don't know how IPs work. But it's just I think the thing that still really hits me is that Shannon and her husband still harassed Emily until she lost a job, and not only that, she was a mom, Emily, at the time, I think.
I
really don't know. I think she was.
Maybe. It's kind of my fault that I don't know this, but well, regardless, it doesn't matter with the parent or not. Like, what they did was completely fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, too. Yeah, that too. Excuse me. And yeah, like I said, Shannon is probably not gonna come out of this, even if she tried to.
It'd be hard to bounce back, especially with how damaging this is. Or
it may be
like
hard, but I wouldn't say that she would be complete. I mean, we've seen shitty people come back. So I don't know if I would say like she's gone forever. Excuse me, did you have a cough?
Yes.
What was that shit coming out of your mouth?
Well,
also, I was just looking up Wonder Egg Priority, by the way.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, when we talk about shitty people, there's one that comes to mind every time we talk about shitty people.
Womp womp.
Bloomin' Onion.
Oh no, he never bounced back though. He never bounced back though.
Yeah, he's just laying low.
I know Jeffree Star bounced back. Well, he's the ultimate anime villain, so he doesn't count.
Right.
I know Nikocado Avocado bounced back.
Did he?
Yes.
I wouldn't call that bouncing back.
Ooh, girl, do I got a tea for you?
All right, bring it.
Okay, after you know how like the whole Stephanie Sue drama in 2019?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what made it stop? Nick Lillian said that my relationship isn't going nowhere. And the backlash stopped. Now, in February of I'm gonna be pacing. So in February of 2020, he makes a mukbang of accusing somebody of stalking him and his husband that he allegedly supposed to be divorcing. Now tell me this.
What?
If you're in a fast food restaurant together, ordering a meal, are you guys getting a divorce?
It It's still possible.
Yeah. I mean, people got to eat.
But here's the thing.
But it seems like he
Nick?
always says that he's leaving his husband and all this shit, and then they're back together. You see his arm in a video or some other shit. From last I remember.
Here's the answer. They still love each other. I
Of
call them
course.
con artists.
Yeah.
And the fact that YouTube hasn't dealt with them about their whole promoting DV, if you know what I mean, is messed up, because 2020 Nikocado Avocado has done some messed up things, such as insulting BTS,
How dare he?
disrespecting Kobe
BTS.
Bryant,
Wait, what?
pretending he did not know his name.
Really?
Yes. Disrespecting David
yeah.
Dobrik.
I remember that.
Disrespecting David Dobrik before David Dobrik was in his own situation.
Now he's back.
Insulting Travis Scott and celebrities and all that kind of stuff. Falsely flagging people.
That I knew about.
And when the whole Kobe Bryant thing, when it got backlash, she just made a video purposely
Trolling.
getting mad about it, saying, well, I did this. Well, this is the freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
So,
And then, not to mention, well, he also started doing nothing against people doing OnlyFans, but I remember he started doing OnlyFans after the Stephanie Sue shit.
yeah. If you could hear the sound of my voice.
I'm about to yawn with you.
My curiosity got the better of me and never again.
Oh no. That's not where I thought this conversation was turning. And
No,
what's up, Dick Sensei?
I decided to go, okay, because I decided to see some reaction channels of how Nicocado's OnlyFans, like, okay, this can't be bad. I wish I could bleach my eyeballs that day.
I mean, if people want to pay for that, fine.
So he cut back on the DV videos and has moved most of his stuff to Patreon now. He is now close to 350.
As in his weight?
Yes. So your boy's the term at the heart. Huh?
I thought he weighed more than that.
No. He was 338 when he went to California. No, Cambodia.
Wait, he went to Cambodia?
He went to Cambodia. Las Vegas. Cambodia.
Oh. Huh. Size Matter says, I remembered him with Elvis the Alien, and No Fuckers made videos on him. They were hilarious. I watch Elvis the Alien, but I don't watch... Is it No Fuckers? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. Or their name. Whatever. Mouth words are hard.
But I was gonna say what Nick does is I made a cycle for Nick. Nick realizes that he's on the cycle where him and his husband are back together. They start fighting. They start cussing, throwing food at each other, hitting, all that kind of stuff.
Which seems very much forced or staged.
Yeah.
To me.
It's a little bit of both. And the second stage is the whole going to the store, crying about, well, I'm fat and I don't know why, while buying a whole bag of chips. Roasted Amberlin Reed sometimes while riding on a scooter.
The fuck?
He's like the male Amberlin Reed.
Yeah, he's so overweight that he can't even move. And so now we're probably on the fourth cycle where he says that he's going to lose weight but changes his mind.
He's always said he didn't want to lose weight.
No, he says, "Oh, I'm going to lose weight," but then does this 1 to 5 weight loss celebration by eating out to McDonald's and stuff.
What? Wait, what? Say it again?
He'll celebrate by, "Oh, I lost 1 pound,
Oh my god.
but I'm going to eat McDonald's."
What?
Does he not realize that your weight fluctuates or give or take 5 pounds on a daily basis?
Here's the thing. I'm sorry to say, here's the thing, Hunty. He knows, but he just doesn't care.
Damn.
I looked at the synopsis too,
already,
and it looks interesting.
He's already on the verge of he's going to be immobile by the time he reaches 30. And his husband's already joined him.
He's not 30 yet?
Damn.
I thought he was.
He turned 29 not too long ago.
Oh. Well, 30 is going to suck for him. Because as I've said before, once you hit 30, your life just goes to shit.
I'm in my 30s.
Or your health goes to shit. But
I'm in my 30s, and I'm starting to understand the pains and back pains. Like, fuck. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So,
welcome to being old.
I'm still 25.
Older, I said. I stopped myself.
I'm 16, MJ, it counts.
Yeah, this
Rob
is my
15.
14th, 21st birthday.
Rob is 15.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I don't think Rob heard that.
That just reminds me, why throw the whole Shannon thing? Why, say that a 15-year-old was harassing and stalking Emily. He would have had to have been 10 when all this shit.
Yeah, she left out some hints when she did that.
God. Why are
because
people stupid?
Because
it's like if I'm gonna tell you something. If a 10-year-old did that, their butt would have been tore up.
Mm-hmm. And also, another thing that would go to discredit that whole theory is that, the language that was used, in the messages that were sent to Emily, for example, using the word profundity. I don't think a 10-year-old or even a 15-year-old would use the word profundity. And for some fucking reason, I have a screenshot of that term that I've had on my phone for years. Because I remember hearing that term on Family Guy, and I was curious as to what that term meant. And so I just took a screenshot of it and then saved it to my private notes. Don't know why, but it's there. I'm pretty sure it's there. Let me see. Because it's in my locked notes too, so it's also extra special. Just kidding. Yeah. Bird is not the word is what I titled the note. Based on the Family Guy episode, Brian writes a bestseller. Profundity. Noun. Plural. Profundities. Deep insight, great depth of knowledge or thought.
So another way to say profound. Gotcha.
Pretty much, yeah. Great depth or intensity of a state, quality, or emotion, or a statement or idea that shows great knowledge or insight. Why did I put screenshots of the episode? Okay, I was really detailed.
You remember that in case you somehow forgot.
May 14th, 2012 was when I made this note. So I wasn't even at.
Excuse me.
I wasn't even in grad school, or I was in between grad schools then. Wow.
I don't know why.
Blast from the past.
I don't know why, MJ, but now when I think about it, what you just said, it's it makes a lot more sense about the text.
Mm-hmm.
Because each person's text has their favorite hobbies, interests, emojis, this, that, and the other. So it makes, especially when she tried to do that one drag lady's name. The one drag queen's
filter?
name. Yes. And I didn't
That's kind
even
of a
know that
funny
she
name.
loved drag shows. I didn't even know that she liked drag shows.
Yeah, she's talked about it in her videos.
And it's like,
I've never
I need to
gotten
catch
into
up on my
RuPaul's Drag Race.
I love it. I need to catch up on it.
I used to watch RuPaul when they first had their first talk show back in like, I don't know if any of you guys remember that from like the 90s.
I never
I was
watched
It was on
a kid.
VH1.
stuff.
I was a kid, and we had broadcast.
Yeah.
The Drag
Same.
Race.
No,
one?
just RuPaul had a regular talk show
Oh,
called the
Yeah.
RuPaul Show.
If it was the 90s, I was a kid. Main
I
reason
think it
is
was on
because
VH1.
of Fantasia.
Oh, yeah.
Fantasia. Wait, what?
Yes. When people say 90s, I think of Fantasia. The Disney's Fantasia.
Yes.
That used to scare me as a kid.
Oh, the Night on Bald
Yeah, I'm
Mountain
not
bit.
the only one.
The Night on Bald Mountain bit with
No.
Chunabog.
Yes.
For me, it was the brooms.
Oh, from
The brooms
from
scare
from
you.
the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Gotcha. Yeah. That was.
I don't know.
Just
Fucking
scared
Fern
you.
Gully scared me
I'm
as a
sorry,
kid.
that-
So
No lie. The bit with the brooms is disturbing. So
I never thought the broom bit was disturbing, but the mountain monster was. Okay,
Like-
imagine my little kid self screaming and crying from the TV room to the kitchen to the bedroom.
yeah, it came out in 1940, but they did like they colorized it and released it in the 90s.
But my sister nowadays,
re-released it.
like when I was living with my sister, she looked at me like, "Joe, you used to cry on this part." When I was in my late 20s, why did I even cry when I was a kid?
oh, like I've said on
I
this
mean-
podcast before, I cried during Fern Gully. Like we had to leave the theater.
To be fair, though, I had
Fern
a
Gully.
nightmare at 4 years old from the freaking cat or dog demon, whatever the fuck that thing was, in All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yeah. I found that lunchbox, by the way.
What makes it even funnier is that thing didn't scare me when I watched it.
We watched it together too because we had this conversation before. Because I agreed with you because I was like, "Oh my god, it is terrifying." Seeing, I mean, Don Bluth. I miss Don Bluth.
Right?
This is
Same.
May he rest in peace.
MJ,
Mm.
I was gonna say that the like All Dogs Go to Heaven and Land Before Time. That's the one main reasons what inspired me to draw when I was a kid.
Yeah?
Hell yeah, that's nice.
I love
Dinosaur One reminded me of
artwork
the Land
like
Before
that.
Time in 1988. Yep.
My sister was born that year. That's the year before I was born. It's the little girl passed away.
Oh.
She was 10.
Yep.
Aw.
Her dad
That's why
killed
they had
her.
a different character in the second one.
I didn't like the second one as much.
Her dad killed her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have that on my save later or watch later playlist. Because like I said, I watch a lot of like true crime YouTubers.
Oh,
And,
do you know
like,
that song from All Dogs Go to Heaven, Love Survives?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's her memorial song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Yeah, I haven't
after,
watched
like,
that video yet about her death.
It's pretty sad though, and it literally still angers me. Like, why didn't anybody see the signs? Or done something earlier?
It really is. Size matters. It really is.
Yeah, like she probably would have been past my age. Like she would have been in her 40s, and I would probably been I'm in my 30s. She probably would have been in her 40s.
Yeah.
So.
I can't remember what her name was. I had to look at
Me
my playlist.
neither.
Let me see here.
Me neither. Like
That and the thing concerning the the actress who played Trini in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I think she was
Judith Barcy.
Petrie. Wait, what?
Judith Barcy is her name.
What happened to Don? What's his face? The one who created Land Before Time and All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Don Bluth?
Don Bluth?
Yeah, what happened?
He passed away.
He passed away.
How old was he?
I don't recall.
Hold on. When I typed it in and Google said, "Who said yep, yep, yep?"
That was Petrie.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh wait, no, that wasn't Petrie. That was
Ducky.
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 Yep.
When did he die?
I'm looking it up. No, he's still alive.
Oh shit! I guess he just
Sorry,
retired
Don
or
Bluth.
something. I don't know.
God damn it! I've been waiting for the freaking because he got a couple a ton of money from crowdsourcing to make the Dragon's Lair movie.
I wanted to see that one movie about that mouse. If you guys know what I mean.
Fievel?
Or American Tail.
American Tail.
No, not American. I think I saw
Fievel Goes West.
It's another one. It starts with the N.
Oh, The Secret of Nim.
Yes.
Oh, that one's good.
Everybody's been saying, Joe, you need to watch it. You need to watch it.
You do.
It's
good.
good.
The
I
first
have the
one's
poster
good. The second
somewhere
one
in my
sucks.
basement. Huh?
I said
What?
the first one's good. The second one sucks. And
yeah.
it wasn't animated. It wasn't animated by Don Bluth either.
Oh,
The sequel.
Just like the All Dogs Go to Heaven too. It's like the first one.
I found that lunchbox, by the way.
Sucks.
I found my All Dogs Go to Heaven lunchbox.
I'll be right back.
No.
Okay.
MJ,
Mm,
are you listening
Yes.
to this? I hate
am.
you.
okay.
You are dead to me.
Okay.
Having a freaking All Dogs Go to Heaven lunchbox.
My parents own video stores. If anything,
I hate you
that's
even
not
more.
my fault. It's more of a fault of my parents. Oh,
I hate you even
Rockadoodle.
more.
Oh my God, I remember Rockadoodle.
Oh, Rockadoodle.
Oh, I think I've seen bits and pieces of that Rockadoodle.
It was good.
It was a good movie.
It was enjoyable.
You guys are
And
making me feel
as a
old.
kid, I didn't think I'd like it. I honestly didn't think I'd like it whenever I sat
I
down to
remember
watch
seeing it in the theater. I was 6 at the time. Or no, 5 or 6.
MJ, I want to ask you something. What was most traumatizing in Ferngully?
The tar monster.
Yes, when the Tom Monster became that skull, I'm like,
When he started melting and singing a song. That was when I freaked out and we had to leave the theater. I have never reacted that strongly to a film like I did for that one. I don't know why. I can watch it
It's
now.
probably because of the acting from the art direction and the acting from why do I always forget his name whenever I try to talk about him?
Jim. I know what you're talking about, Jim.
Jim Henson?
No.
No. He
Kermit?
played in that Rocky Horror Show.
Yeah. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, who played Dr. Frankenfurter.
They made a sequel?
Yeah, there was a sequel.
The Magical Rescue? Though none of
Tim
the original
Curry.
voice cast reprised their roles.
Was it?
Tim Curry.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Oh, yeah.
Now, it's funny though. Now that I was a grown adult, my former friend showed me Ferngully, and I'm like this. Why was I terrified of that tar monster when I was a kid?
Oh,
I question my
I forgot
childhood
that Cheech and
sometimes.
Chong were in it.
In what? Rock?
In Ferngully.
Oh, fuck.
And there's a lot of people. Samantha
They
Mathis,
had
Jonathan
Robin
Ward, Tim
Williams.
Curry, Christian
Yep.
Slater, Robin Williams.
Never be able to forget Robin Williams as Batty. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Or was
Me
it
neither.
Patrick? Was it Patrick's? Or Batty?
Patty Coda.
It was Batty. It was
Batty.
Batty.
Patty. And then Tone Loc is in it. Yeah, but Cheech and Chong are in it? I
Thanks
don't
a lot,
remember
guys.
that.
Now you guys are turning me into my 90s kid now.
Like Stump and Root are their characters.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have 2 Cheech and Chong posters somewhere in my house.
I hate you.
Again, my parents own video stores. I have posters from several. I have so many posters from that we've kept over the years. But
I am tobacco
Hey, welcome back.
friendly. If you can hear me, I am tobacco friendly.
okay, hold on. Why are you not showing up?
Who?
Oh wait, never mind. Because I had it pulled up or I had chat pulled up on the other app and it didn't show Rosa on there. I'm like, why is it not working? Because I didn't hit live. Oh boy, perfect stream. We have yet to do it.
Do what?
Fucking
So
perfect stream.
anyway, I was there's a fan art I was doing recently. If I could show it to you guys.
Go for it. He's 84. I'd be surprised if he lives to 98. That's the same age that the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay, I'm back.
Because actor lived and died at that age.
Hmm.
I don't know if I want. Don't think I would ever want to live that long. I mean, I'll take whatever I can get in life, but I don't know if I want to live that long. Oh, I see a forehead. Hi. Well, I'm watching this on YouTube versus StreamYard, so it's gonna be cool.
No, nice.
Oh, wow.
I like
This is
wow.
Katsumi Mishima from Tekken 7. I have the video game.
You
Very
looking forward to
cool.
Kazuya coming to Smash?
Oh shoot. I would love to get the game if I didn't have a PS4.
Wait, what?
Kazuya is coming to Smash Ultimate.
I hate
From
you
Tekken?
guys.
Yeah, Kazuya from Tekken.
There's a lot of hate that you're sharing with us tonight.
I'm a big fan of Tekken, so
Well, then go and fuck off then.
About 8 more days. 8 more days, and we should see a video showing off the move kit for him. So that
luckies.
ought to be cool.
It'd be cool if they let him have his demonic form. That'd be awesome.
Wait, is Heihachi
either
in Tekken?
via damage or via dealing damage, maybe both. He eventually
Awesome.
does a move where he turns into Devil Kazuya, and I believe that is also part of his ult, his final smash.
That's brutal. Too soon?
Nah.
I'm not I've rarely ever played Tekken aside from within the Yakuza games.
I have yet to play those. I heard those are good.
I've been. Why is
They're fun
these-
little beat 'em ups.
Yeah. Well,
Aside
Like a
from
Dragon's not a beat 'em
Like a
up.
Dragon.
Like a Dragon is more RPG based now, and I guess that's what they're going to continue on with for the series. Which, I'm really enjoying it. It's great. And Aiden see me play a little bit of it. It's so stupid at times, but you can go to arcades in those games too, and because it's a Sega game, so like the arcades, you can actually play arcade games, so you can play all the Tekken games and everything. Virtua Fighter,
Ooh.
and Space Harrier, and what was the other one? It wasn't. Was it Galaxian? I can't remember, but there's a bunch of arcade games that you can play. But I never got into Tekken. I mean, the only fighting game that, like I've said before, that I really got into was Battle Arena Toshinden for the PS1. Because Foe was very, very great to spam. because he's kind of like Vega with his but he has his like finger claws, and he just makes this weird noise when he dances around. See if I can find it.
Now she's wanting to play the game.
Yeah. I want to find Pho. But
the reveal was the first thing that
Wait, they
was
have an
even
anime?
showed on the direct, and it was rather humorous because it starts off with Kazuya tossing Ganondorf over the cliff.
What?
What?
Wait, no, I was saying what?
In the reveal for Kazuya
Oh,
from
okay.
Tekken coming to Smash Bros. It shows somebody walking up to a cliff and tossing Ganondorf over, and then it's Kazuya.
That's how Tekken started.
And he eventually just starts tossing other characters over, like Captain Falcon, Min Min.
Dang.
It's the Min Min one made me chuckle a bit because he tosses her over and then kicks the arm off because it's still hanging on the ledge across his foot. And at the end of the reveal, he walks towards a cliff holding Kirby, like with one hand, and tosses Kirby over the ledge. Waits a moment, looks over the cliff edge, and Kirby flies up behind him and leaves.
That's funny.
But hey, that's how Tekken started off.
Yep.
Well, you can blame Kazuya's dad for that one.
Yeah. It seems Heihachi might be a stage element for the Tekken stage.
Yeah, they said that probably Heihachi might be dead this time.
Oh shit!
I
That's what I
can't
was
wait
asking
for
about
Tekken 8
earlier.
because it seems like now it's gonna be Jin Gazama versus Kazuya Mishima. And my goodness, do I love me some
It's got to
Jin
go back to
Gazama.
father versus son again.
And my goodness, do I love me some Jin Gazama.
If I may, since we're kind of talking about fighting games, it kind of could help us segue to one of the other topics we had.
Oh,
The frenemies.
Oh, perfect.
May I, Rob, may I?
Go ahead.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh,
I have to.
Jesus.
So
I stopped watching Trisha's videos because like there's so many.
Can I just say, I mean, especially with drama nowadays when it comes between two different content creators at this point, especially with it being really fucking petty. I'm looking at I see this and I'm like, oh great. An insufferable jackass two insufferable jackasses, parting ways. What a shock.
I don't find Ethan that insufferable. But I think that the way that everything was handled was just shit. And the thing is that it keeps getting brought up, like the 5%. The whole thing with the 5% being for production costs, and Trisha being angry about not having a say in who Ethan hires for his company for frenemies.
Yeah.
And then even though she didn't explicitly say that she wanted the crew fired, she did talk shit about the crew. And the thing is like, she keeps stressing like 100% of highlights. They get 100% of highlights too, along with that 5%. But I don't, and the thing is what frustrates me is that Trisha should know how much it costs for production. It's since she does her music videos, she's done a podcast herself. She should have some sort of awareness about how much it costs for production. So that 5% that was being taken isn't that much money at the end of the day, and it goes towards the crew. It's not like Ethan's hoarding it all for himself.
No.
And that, I mean, Trisha, all she has to do is show up.
Like,
And
wasn't it like? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is because originally this was a podcast that Ethan created originally.
well, Ethan
like-
and Trisha.
Well, I mean, with him mostly being the one that produces it, and it was set up as a way for them because both of them have their differences, and it's so in a way to kind of I don't know if express would be the proper way, but or to kind of describe it, but more so to kind of entertain people because of their differences.
Because they're both dramatic.
Yeah.
I mean, the show was interesting. It was entertaining to watch. And I see why other people like watching it too, but it's just like, okay. It's like she gets so mad because she's like, yeah, she got so offended when Ethan said that she was tired of walking on eggshells. And what pisses me off is that she keeps throwing out there, like, she's like, I'm going to therapy. I'm doing so much better this year. I'm on meds for my schizophrenia and all this stuff like that. Good. But don't use that as a crutch. Just because you're seeing a therapist does not mean that you have carte blanche to do, to act however the fuck you want. Because that's, oh yeah, I did all these things, but I'm going to therapy. Like, no. That's not how that works. You can't use being a bitch, I'm sorry, but being a bitch to justify your behavior or saying like, oh, I'm going to therapy. That's like, okay, that does not give you a pass.
No.
And her like family members are getting involved. Like her sister made a TikTok saying like, Ethan and Hila invited themselves to Disneyland for Trisha's birthday, and we had to pay for them. When Ethan and Hila are like, no, we were invited and we begged to pay for things, but they wouldn't let us. And so to kind of be all shitty about that, like, we had to pay for that. Like, you make them sound like they're cheapskates when they're not. And it's just like, because they're gonna be fucking family. Like, Trisha is marrying Ethan's brother-in-law.
Oh gosh.
So regardless of what happens with this, they're still gonna be family. But for her to be like, oh well, Ethan, or to the part where he said that he was sexually harassing her.
What?
Yeah,
fuck?
she tried to accuse him of being or just sexually harassing her and bringing up her, like, talking about like her sex life and how she felt so uncomfortable. But there are people that are showing clips like, you did the exact same thing to Ethan. You kept like begging him like, why don't we do a shower stream together? Or, well, wouldn't that be funny? Or wouldn't that be cool? Just like, why don't we do like mud wrestling or something like that?
No. So she was trying to claim the sexual harassment.
Yeah.
When again, as you pointed out, she's doing all this other shit, and let's not forget she is the one that literally poured fake cum on herself in videos.
Yeah, and that got brought back up.
She did that?
Yeah.
Yep. Remember the layers challenge?
No.
99 layers.
Only thing I remember her doing is saying that she was a chicken nugget.
Oh,
She used this. Okay, well, it's not like this isn't monetized anyway. We got to fix that, by the way, so I don't have to manually do it every time. But back in 2016, she did a video, and she was using this lubricant called Spunk. It's supposed to be like semen. And she put 99 layers of that on her face. And so she just came out with a skincare line, and she was showing off the commercial that they shot for it on Frenemies. And Ethan said that it looked like it was, you know, he made some like sexualized comments, like what is this? Like, it just seems so sexual. And she took that as like, why are you sexualizing my content? Kind of bullshit. Like,
Are you? Is she fucking real?
Thanks a lot. I just threw away my toast.
you're welcome. Blame Trisha.
It sounds from
She's just
what few
nasty.
videos
I'm
I've
sorry.
seen,
You know
that sounds very much like.
I have to ask this question every fucking time we talk about Trisha Paytas. Is she a fucking idiot? It like I hate to be an ass, but
No, you have every right. You're justified.
is she a literal idiot?
Rob, Rob, we can agree to disagree.
Excuse
You
me
have
while I
every right to
go.
question her.
And if
While
I
I
may,
go, let Link be killed by Lionel.
by the way, and if I may, to because we were talking about the whole her blaming her mental health on some of the stupid things she does.
Mhm.
There
I was
was
gonna say something about that too.
there was another case. I'm just kidding. My personal thoughts on that, when you do stupid shit and you blame mental health, and then you use that as your scapegoat, I'm just gonna say, I immediately say, I'm not gonna fucking believe you, and you should be better, because we've had several people, actually one person in particular that comes to mind, that was doing heinous shit in public places and was blaming ADHD, things like ADHD. Now, I think MJ knows who I'm talking about.
Mhm.
For those who don't remember, it was that one cosplayer. I can't remember her fucking name right now.
Momokun.
Oh,
Momo-kun.
she was going around groping people.
Yes, and then
Honestly, I
her
thought you were talking about Gabby Hanna,
no.
because recently she tried saying that a lot of her behaviors was based on ADHD.
Either way,
Oh.
and when it comes down to public figures blaming ADHD or mental health for doing stupid shit, I don't fucking believe you. It's you think that you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's literally why you do the things you do, because at this point, because you're a public figure, because a lot of people watch you, you think you do whatever the fuck you want, when really that's not the case, and you can't blame.
Yeah.
And I feel insulted myself when you start to blame ADHD and mental health. So to people like Momo-kun and freaking Trisha Paytas who try to say that, go fuck yourselves.
I mean,
That's
it
who it was.
honestly
It was Momo. It was Momo-kun.
Mhm.
it honestly brings to mind.
Actually, no, I have to take that back, that statement, because Trisha Paytas would more likely do that.
Go on, Aden.
It honestly brings to mind the episode of Family Guy where Peter gets diagnosed as retarded,
Oh,
Oh,
and he goes around doing all that
room.
stupid, fucked up shit.
Oh, yeah, that was the clip where he kicks the lady's bathroom. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm retarded."
Yeah,
But what I was gonna say was like, I don't care what you have. Like, I'm gonna say this, as much as I hate to say this, I suffer depression, I suffer anxiety. I'm still questioning what kind of, if I have autism or Asperger's syndrome, because I only found out in my late 20s. But I don't care what you do, wrong is wrong. You shouldn't use mental health as a crutch
or
to
scapegoat.
justify your behaviors. I mean, your behavior.
100% agreed. I'm with you on that, Rosa.
Because I can literally say, "Oh, I'm this, so I don't feel like losing weight." No, it's up to you to get up and fix that.
E.
Yeah. And I apologize for the rant. I had to get that off my chest, because that's.
We don't talk about him though, because there's way too many freaking rules that we need to follow in order to talk about him proper. without getting just
And
blamed left and right.
and that I can't agree with you, Rob, on. Excuse me. Like the whole using mental health as an excuse. Like I know YouTubers are starting to do that now. Celebrities are starting to do that. It's like, really?
Yeah. At this point, again, when it comes to public figures, if they do something wrong, that's usually the way they try to get out of trouble.
I know ADHD has to do with something about like
Attention disorder.
Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
Yep.
I have
ADD
it.
is the same thing without the hyperactivity.
Yeah, I have adult ADD. I used to be on Adderall.
Oh, that stuff
I
tastes
miss
disgusting.
it. But I've already got a cocktail of meds that I got to take nowadays. So I don't need more meds on me. Speaking of meds, Yodable is making an appearance.
I was going to say, and for Momo-kun, you do not have ADHD. You were just being a pervert.
Yeah.
And just because it's an anime convention doesn't mean you get to do that. This is reality.
Exactly.
Got my PlayStation mug. Oh, wait, you can't see it.
Nice.
And then Yodable. It looks like a dick.
Ooh, that's cute.
I'm not gonna lie. It looks like a dick.
But looking back at the Trisha Paytas thing, so if I remember correctly, because I was half paying attention to this, both Ethan and Trisha,
By the way,
Right.
that juice I was just pouring was not alcoholic. It's just sparkling grape juice. Anyway.
But anyway, so they so she was complaining about the staffing, that she wasn't taking part in who's being staffed. Where
Yeah,
the
because
money's
she was
going,
like, well,
etc.
I don't know where this money is going towards, and I want to have somebody there for me because it seemed like everybody that's there is for Ethan, not for me. I want to have somebody like a producer. Then she mentions like maybe her sister, and Ethan agreed to getting her a producer for Frenemies. But then they were supposed to do a Rage Room vlog.
Okay.
What?
You guys never heard of Rage Rooms? Oh, I want to do one. I think we have one around here. It's where you go in and start smashing shit.
That's what I
Jeez.
thought.
Yeah, so there's like a bunch of random shit that you can go and destroy. You can bring your own stuff into. Yeah, they're becoming more popular. Like, I think we have one around here too. But yeah, you can bring your own stuff in and just you get an hour to destroy everything.
But that would be way too expensive in my opinion. I'd rather just somehow fork over the cash for the flip the table arcade machine.
I would just go pull an Office Space.
Right.
I have a crazy idea. You want to hear it?
No.
Okay.
She's joking.
Okay.
Who here has heard of Splatoon? I was gonna say, who here has heard of Splatoons?
Splatoons. That sounds familiar.
Not the game, right? Not Splatoon.
The game.
Splatoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why don't you make the
Played a
room
little
into
bit.
that? Why don't you make the room into that if you have a range room?
Maybe. If they allow you to have that kind of equipment. Basically bring in paintball guns. I mean, let's face it, that's basically what Splatoon is. I'm just kidding. There's more to it, but
I just bring the little the child out of you.
All right. So they were supposed to do this Rage Room thing. They put a deposit down. I guess it was like $5,000 or something like that. And they were still gonna do it. And the thing is like what sucks is also they had made merch for Frenemies that's supposed to come out in a couple of weeks. And so, they spent all that money, even though Frenemies is ended. And so Ethan had made the judgment call of saying, we're not going to do the rage room or don't come because the crew is still pretty upset about what you had said to them or said about them. And that was when Trisha made her video saying that she is stepping down from frenemies because she's like, well, I don't want to be there with people that don't want to be there around or be around me if they're uncomfortable. And it's just not my kind of environment, blah, blah, blah. All that kind of song and dance. And then it like spiraled out of control. The fact like, oh, well, Ethan said that I wanted them fired and that's bullshit. And he's like, you said that you were uncomfortable around them and you thought their work was trash. And he shouldn't have said that they didn't want her around because they said that they were willing to film regardless because that's their job. Like, they're not going to just hold up production because of their feelings about it. You know, they're paid, so they're going to do their job, even if it does make them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But he should have been a little more transparent about that. But it doesn't... what pisses me off about Trisha is that she always feels the need to share every little thought out there. And like she says it's for herself, or she says that she feels like she needs to stick up for herself, but sometimes it's better just to not say anything.
Yeah.
Just stop. And then like there's a whole TikTok of her fiance, Moses, of like joking around about pulling the Wi-Fi because people are like, turn off Trisha's Wi-Fi. And so they made a TikTok about it. And then there are a lot of people being like, you know, that's kind of insensitive. You're making a joke about a serious situation. And then Moses responds being like, you know, seriously, like, what the fuck? Like, they're here to entertain you or something like that he had said. And it's just all blown out of proportion. And the thing is like, Trisha always does this. Always has to have every last word in. And she's kind of like under the guise of thinking like, this is me trying to defend myself.
I'm sorry,
you don't
MJ.
Always need to do that. Yeah, go ahead.
She needs to have she doesn't need to have the Wi-Fi off. She needs to have every device taken away from her.
Yeah.
Better yet, get her away from the city. Put her in the country, in the middle of nowhere.
She would not survive.
Well, didn't she?
Exactly.
She grew up in Indiana or Illinois, one of the two. It was like in a very small town.
No, put her here in Arkansas, where the farmers are at.
Just put her here.
Just put her right here in Arkansas. We're already suffering country heat.
Lifestyle.
I could never live in LA.
I'm sorry, but she'll be crying by the time she slams her head in cow shit.
She's not she's a giant hypocrite.
I'm sorry, but I'm starting to agree with Rob. Like,
oh no, I agree with Rob.
Is she really stupid? Has she been slammed in the head so many times?
She wants people, like, she feels, I think, I'm speculating here, but to me, Trisha making all these videos, I think it's her way of feeling like, you know, maybe I said this wrong, so I'm going to make another video to try to clarify things, but then it just ends up becoming more convoluted.
You know what that's called, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Digging your hole.
Yeah, and so she ends up making it worse, and so she kind of gets she's digging deeper and deeper, and to a point where she just breaks. And then,
Thanks, Rob. I've got a diggy hole in my head.
But I'm surprised. I'm surprised that nobody hasn't messed with her, because the only thing I just realized her from was when she said, "I'm a chicken nugget," or "I'm this," or "I'm that." It's like somebody has to mess with this girl saying, "Yes, you're a chicken nugget."
She's a fucking weirdo that pours cum on herself. That's what she is.
Now I have to fuck. I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
You kind of caught me off guard with the cum on the face thing.
I'm not sure if I've ever said it before on the podcast, but to me, it honestly sounds like the whole thing sounds like a desperate cry for attention. Every video.
Well,
I'm starting to question my sanity.
I mean, looking at her looking at her past and content, I mean, it's clear she derives from attention.
What is sanity? I'm lost.
Don't ask
I
me.
was forgetting-
I'm smoking in a Yoda dick bowl right now. So
I'm with you. MJ.
no, this really does
So
look
I'm
like
just
a
like-
dick.
Oh,
I'm
actually,
just
no.
questioning, like where does YouTube find these people?
I remember when I found
I
Trisha's
think the real-
channel. It was because I first knew Trisha from My Strange Addiction on TLC. She was addicted to tanning.
What?
That's how I first knew
Okay,
Trisha.
so she was the stereotypical blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She was the first episode for My Strange Addiction.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
When I
Clearly,
was
she
a
was not
teen.
the person to give attention to.
Well, she ended up quitting in that episode when they tried to give her help, like show her the effects of tanning, and like she cried and left out of the room and then stopped. Or they ended that episode.
No better yet. She's a Malibu Barbie.
Good Lord.
But I mean, I'm not
I
trying
don't know why,
to
but
punch
in
down on
Florida we have
Trisha,
those.
but it's she needs to be off the internet for a while. She needs a break.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's hard to do when internet is your job, but like your health comes first. And the thing is like I just don't like the fact that she's using therapy as a crutch. Like
Yeah.
I have 4 Zoom meetings every week with my therapist, and I just got diagnosed with schizophrenia, and I just got, told about this. And before all that, it was, oh, well, I was on drugs.
I'm sorry, MJ.
Yeah? Yeah, I'm on drugs too. So, like, that does not excuse my actions. And when I say I'm on drugs, I'm talking about literally right now. But
Yeah. I hear when content creators say that shit, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You're doing bad shit,
Yeah.
and you're giving a piss poor reason of why you're doing it.
like it's
I was
like
gonna
it
say,
doesn't come off as
MJ,
like
you
she's
ha-
trying to explain things to other people. It's trying to kind of justify it to herself is what it comes off as.
You have my support, MJ. I'm sorry to
Mm.
hear that.
And unfortunately, you're gonna have the people who are just gonna blindly, just kind of, her followers, be like, "Oh, we
No,
understand.
if you read her
We're
comment
so
section,
caring."
No, if you ever look at her comment sections, it's not what that is.
Oh,
It's
really?
usually people calling her
No.
out.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now.
And usually just like poking holes and poking fun at everything she says or does.
Is it in the?
No, her comment sections aren't always like, "Well, we love you, Trisha." Like there are those comments in there, but they're not.
They're
They're kind of like there's more people like, "God, you need to get off the internet."
Did she change the name of her channel?
I think she
Blonde
did.
Sun
Did she?
Doll
Yeah, that's her.
for
Blonde doll or blonde sun doll for MJ.
What?
Blonde sun doll for MJ. She was obsessed with Michael Jackson. BLND.
MJ, say that again.
Blonde.
Hold on. BLND. BLND Sundoll. SUNDOLL.
Okay.
4 letter or the
Needs to
number
be
4.
said. Ethan lies. Okay. I'm gonna see the latest one. I want to see the comments.
Did you
Holy
say she was
shit!
obsessed with? Did you
Her-
say that she was obsessed with Michael Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh my
the
goodness!
last video, which was this needs to be said, it has 12,000. Whereas
12,000
for the
what?
dislikes, it's 49,000.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, because she's trying to make Ethan and Hila, or not Hila, but making Ethan out to be the complete bad guy. And he's not being all that. I mean, he's handling it all right, but he like making the skits and stuff. That I mean, it was funny to see him make a skit about like his crew is like he has this Ethan has this like 5% crown on his head, and he's sitting in a throne. And he's like, "Come to me, tell me what you wish for." And they're like, "Can I get $500?" Like, sold with a 500 with that 5%. Hey, Machiko, and somebody asked, "Can I get tickets to Disney?" And he's like, "No, that's way too much for me." And that, of course, pissed Trisha off. But, like, and the thing is like, it's to the point now, like, even Philip DeFranco even said it, like, let frenemies die. Because Trisha even tweeted out, like, because we're like, yeah, please just go back to frenemies, please, please, please. And she's like, next Tuesday. And then Ethan replies, that is 100% not happening. Like, they they should not go back to doing frenemies.
Disney?
Here. Yeah, I mean, honestly,
is obsessed with Disney.
Oh,
at this point, because again, it seems like Trisha Paytas is somebody who survives on attention alone and will do anything they can to get it. Stop giving her fucking attention. All the large creators, stop giving her fucking attention. Don't have her on fucking videos. Fucking ignore her. That's what you guys need to do.
I'm kind of surprised at how chill she is not. I mean, she smokes weed too. You'd think that she'd be a little more chill.
Clearly she isn't. Maybe it has a negative effect on her.
The opposite effect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's probably on Stevia.
I mean, I know people who say that they've had adverse effects with weed.
Unless she's doing other shit besides weed.
Now she's probably doing something else. Unless she's on Stevia.
She used to say that she was on meth, but I don't know if she's. I mean, I don't know if she knows. Like, she's like, yeah, I used to do. I was on a meth binge, but I don't think she is referring to crystal meth. I think she's actually it's a misnomer for methadone. Methadone is not meth. Because she did talk about having a pain pill addiction. Yes, we did, Machiko.
You bit me to it.
All I'll say is that I hope that Shannon gets her life together, but she should not be on the internet.
I don't think
kind of
she
my
should be
synopsis of that.
Here's
I was going to say something. Okay, your turn, Rob. Sorry.
No, you go ahead, and then I'll say my piece.
I was going to say, if she does, she's going to have a lot of dislikes. And people asking her a lot of questions. So, as of right now, she
might already be back for all we know, just under an alt.
Yeah, neither she's back or she's in hiding until this whole thing dies down.
But
I think
people are comparing this to John Swan. But go ahead, Rob. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
I think she should pull Foozy Tube.
Who?
Foozy Tube.
Who?
The name sounds familiar, but I'm drawing a blank on what they did.
I'm messing with you, Rob.
Yeah.
Because he did that about Leafy.
Yeah.
Who? Leafy. Who? Leafy. Leafy is here. Who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude was off his rocker. I mean, and
July
I think
15th.
And we haven't seen anything of him as far as I know. So
well, was he in that fight or whatever?
I don't know.
Boxing fight or match?
Was he? I didn't hear anything.
I know he wanted to fight somebody. I didn't even watch the TikTokers versus YouTubers fight. All I know is that Austin McBroom beat Bryce Hall. But I can't stand either of them.
I guess bottom line, Trish Paytas should be completely off the internet. It's clear that the attention that she gets from it does not do her any fucking good whatsoever.
Yep. That's all I have for that. I agree.
I'd be half expecting a meltdown before any potential good comes of doing that.
Yeah, that happened.
Sorry.
Sorry, excuse me. I was gonna say like
Sorry, I'm coughing the
like
bullshit out.
Same here. Like the whole entire I think as right now, anybody who's controversial should be gone. I know Onision should have been gone, but that's neither here nor there.
You know what controversial? Well, shit. I guess that means I gotta go.
Yes, Machiko, I'm aware of that, and there's a little bit more to all of that.
What?
Did you guys see Nicholas Duro being a dick to Emily? Telling people to not waste their time watching her video and that it's bad shit was sus.
Huh.
I wouldn't say it was all like that.
I'm
Like,
sorry,
yeah, he was
like,
a dick. He was a dick, but he wasn't explicitly saying, like, don't watch this. He just believed that a lot of the evidence was circumstantial. And
We're still talking
there are
about
people out
Patricia.
there saying, like, that it's a smoking gun, like the evidence of the guy from community college is like his tweets for the smoking gun 100% proof, but it's not proof. It's all speculative and circumstantial right now. The way that Nicholas Diorio handled it was absolute bullshit, but I think he missed the mark there, but I don't think he was telling people explicitly do not watch Emily's video.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I know a lot of people hate like that old crew, like, you know, Tommy C, Nicholas Diorio, Augie RFC, Bo Blacks, but I saw a tweet where he told someone to not bother. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, because they were both because he went on to Peanut Stream and then Emily came on Peanut Stream right after, and they were talking about that whole thing. It's not that he wasn't just saying like don't watch her video. He just said it wasn't. His first tweet was like, "Oh, it wasn't worth watching," or there's more to it. Is what I'm getting at. So it's not just like him being he was a dick, but he wasn't. It's not as the way that a lot of people are thinking it is. I guess kind of comes across like I'm defending him a little bit, but I guess I am because I've watched a lot of the streams. I hate to admit that, but
I was gonna say like 2021 is the next brother to 2020.
I love it when people say like, "Oh yeah, 2021 is going to be the good year for me," or you know, next year is going to be the good year. I don't like putting labels on things like that because it's just so like that's why I don't like New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
So much
Same.
Like it's okay to hope for it, but it's on each individual to make it a good year.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was like,
damn.
let's see. What I was gonna say was let's just put it this way: 2016 was just the beginning of 2020, and now 2021 is now the beginning of Dramageddon Part 2.
Yeah.
So now I know
Every year is going to be full of drama. It's going to be a drama getter no matter what. It's just now it's like now that's what I call music. That's basically what this is. Greatest hits.
It seems to me like
Kids
now
drama.
the art
it
seems to me like the art community is crumbling. The drama community itself is starting to crumble.
Starting? I'm sorry.
I haven't been there for that, and now like everything's starting to crumble. Even the mute blog community is starting to crumble.
Everything is crumbling.
Now here's the funny thing. Like you call MJ, you calling it the greatest hits of drama is rather fitting because apparently there's
that's what I call
rumors of Rice Gum challenging iDubbbz to a boxing match.
Really?
Or something along those lines. I don't know if it's rumors or what.
I would watch that. I would actually watch that fight. I would want to see Rice Gum get pummeled.
Who is Rice Gum again? The only thing I remember about Rice Gum was the whole Gabby Hanna. And I just want to punch Gabby Hanna in the face right now.
What's this whole hashtag apologize to Gabby Hanna shit? Do you know?
May I say it? May I?
Please? Because I really don't know what that is.
Okay, this whole thing started out with, what's her face? Jessie something?
Jessie Smiles.
Talking about Gabby had a sighting with her blank.
Rapist?
Yes. And that's how this whole situation started. They both had a conversation, but the blank was telling his side of the story, even though Jessie Smiles told her side of the story of what actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, it all of a sudden it becomes this whole snowstorm of Gabby Hanna doing this and putting herself as a victim, this, that, and the other, and making Jessie Smiles cry. There's a whole video of that, and then and then Jessie Smiles like, yeah, we could just put this in court. We don't have to put this on video. We don't
have to get our fans into it. And Gabby said, I want to bring my fans into it. And
I'm sorry to even say this. Part of my language. I'm so sorry, Rob. Forgive me. Dumb fucking cut right aside saying, I want this in public. I want France to get in it. I don't want your money. Blah, 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 blah.
But where does the apologize to Gabby part come into the list?
Gabby never apologized.
Right. But why is the hashtag apologize to Gabby?
She don't deserve no apology.
I'm
sorry.
But what is this hashtag? Like, why is it hashtag apologize to Gabby?
I haven't gotten further to that, but I think it's something that she did. I think that's something that she wants Jessie Smiles to do, because Gabby Hanna's mad because she lost a friend. The blank is now in jail, even though he admitted to doing blank.
Yeah.
But Gabby Hanna took it as, oh, I can't have friends now. Even though I think the only bits and pieces I know is that she lied to say that, oh, me and what's his face never took a picture, which they actually did. And and this, that, and the other. But it started off, oh, I can't have friends, even though they admitted to doing a crime. Even Jessie was like, it's not the matter of you having friends, I'm just telling you that this dude did this to me.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's like Gabby Hanna just being Gabby Hanna.
Mm.
And it's like, girl, if I was your mom, you would have gotten an ass whooping from hell.
Mm.
Like, it's like first this Gabby Hanna thing. It's like, what's next? And then I hear Creepshow art, and it's like, geez. And I thought the Nick caught up a cop situation was bad.
Well,
but I think
well, Repzilla and Tommy C kind of did some drama. Like Tommy was screaming at him.
I don't think I ever saw the Tommy C thingy with Repzilla.
It was earlier today, or it started yesterday, but he also did a stream today.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
It seems like I think that.
But today he released DMs between him and Repzilla.
May I say something?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I apologize if I'm interrupting your conversations. I am so sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry, Robin. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pronounce your name.
You can call me Aden.
Asshole.
It's all cool.
What is it?
It is asshole.
You can call me Aden.
Aden. I apologize if I interrupt your conversations. It's a terrible habit of mine. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. But hold on, real quick. I think the apologized to Gabby thing happened when people saw Trisha being manic towards Gabby, and when people started to go against Trisha, that somehow made everything she said about Gabby invalid. Now everyone wants to suddenly apologize to Gabby because Trisha being Trisha makes Gabby a good person all of a sudden. No. Gabby sucks. I'm sorry. Her music, I will say she has good music, and her music videos are actually really creative. I will give her that. But man, is she narcissistic from what I've seen. And then there are people supporting her because, like, I guess what was it, on Patreon or some shit, where she did a stream where she was holding on to or was eating watermelon. And a lot of people found that so, like, touching and like the best moment of their lives, watching her sit in a room crying and eating watermelon because she was so into her eating disorder. Like, they were viewing that as like, oh, she's so in her ED right now. Like, inspirational? And I'm kind of like, if you're going on a paid stream to sit in a room, cry and eat water, like, get some help. Like, I'm sorry. That may sound harsh coming from me, of all people, but, like, I don't know. I find that weird. Does anyone... Am I alone in this?
No, I don't think so. I was gonna say, speaking of ED, you ever heard of this person called Tess Holiday?
Mm-hmm.
She said something about anorexia, something like that.
Wait, say that again?
She said something, look up Tess Holiday, something about anorexia.
Okay.
It's really stupid. And I'm gonna show you myself on camera. Tess Holiday, anorexia.
Mm-hmm. Tess Holiday gets... has faced overwhelming hate after revealing anorexia diagnosis. Okay.
Hold on a second. Why did I have the kitchen sink? Excuse me.
Okay,
So,
she says, don't comment on my weight or perceived health. Keep it to yourself, thanks. Yes, I've lost weight. I'm healing from an eating disorder and feeding my body regularly for the first time in my entire life. When you equate weight loss with health and place value on worth on someone's size, you're basically saying that we are more valuable now because we are smaller and perpetuating diet culture. And that's corny as hell. Not here for it. For folks like me that are trying to frame our relationships with our bodies and heal, hearing comments about weight is triggering as hell. It sets us back in our progress, and when people working on themselves see you commenting to me that way, it hurts them, not just me. I can take it. I shouldn't have to, but I can. But they didn't ask for that trauma, okay? If you can tell someone they look nice without making it about their size, then baby, please don't say nothing at all. That was what she posted, on Instagram. Oh, wow, there's a lot. I'm not reading the rest of that. But, okay.
now, as a big woman, yes, this is actually me.
Mm-hmm.
I have something to say about that. It's like, dude, there is a difference. We're both like, I'm morbidly obese. I'm 5'2", 274 pounds. I'm trying to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
And she's trying to justify her size as anorexia. No. Both of them have something similar. They're dangerous. We're at health risk.
Mm-hmm.
But one's underweight while one's overweight. This girl makes me look skinny, Tess Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And saying that her size is anorexia. It's like, girl, do you look like you're anorexia? Or I'm gonna do Dundee now. Do you look like you're malnourished?
That I don't know how to comment on. necessarily. I mean, it's because anorexia is linked. It's more of the symptoms by anorexia is basically, or disordered eating, is basically where they starve themselves because they have an unhealthy body image, and so it's the act of starving oneself rather than being like, when we think of anorexia, think of somebody really skinny. But the based on what I just read, it kind of looked like she was just talking about. Let me see here, but I see where you're coming. I see where your point is. I see where you're going.
She tweeted something, and when it backlash, and she got
to everyone that keeps saying you're looking healthy lately or you are losing weight. Keep it up. Don't comment on my weight or perceived health. Keep it to yourself. Thanks. Is that the one?
It's something on. It
was the one that I just read. Or first of all, I don't have to admit to having an eating disorder. I choose to share what I want to, and yes, I have discussed it before. It's the entitlement to my personal life for me. Oh, there's a cow with a heart shape on its head. Why is this? What? Let's see here.
It's something on the logs. I don't know if she deleted the tweet or not.
I really understand that people look at me and I don't fit what we've presented as, the diagnosis for anorexia. But for me, that tells me there's a larger problem. You found it?
That one.
That one? The one I just read?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's
Continue.
See. She attributes that problem to a lack of diversity and representation in society at large. Let's see here. I'm trying to see what. Oh God, I don't want to read that long one. So people are mad at her for saying that she's anorexic.
She's trying to say that she's anorexic. That's what she's trying to say.
And people are mad. I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah. She's trying to justify her size as anorexic. Like Nick trying to say, oh, when he's fat, trying to say I'm skinny. She's trying to it's kind of like trying to justify her size as, oh, my size is healthy.
Oh,
which in reality,
yeah, okay, I see where you're getting at.
Which in reality
is the arbiter of body image or body positivity.
Yeah,
and now finding out that she was basically lying, right?
Yeah, and got something like that, and it got backlash, and she got upset. It's like, me and you both know that we can't even bend our knees. Well, I can because of thanks to me going to the gym. But if I was in her size, I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hate to say this, she looks like she uses a CPAP machine.
Maybe. She probably has a hard time breathing.
And I'm gonna admit this. I am 420 friendly.
Woo.
And I used to, when I'm 420 friendly,
Sorry,
I used to have.
I'm reading chat. But go ahead.
I used to have the munchies from hell. Now, the only thing that made me stop was when I walked on that scale and it said 290 pounds.
Good thing my scale's broken. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, though.
Now, what do you think I did at 290 pounds? Did I, A, make a mukbang channel? B, decide to stuff my face? Or C, decide to lose weight?
And the answer is
C. I decided to lose
I'm
weight.
420 friendly too, obviously.
So, because I felt it from just the way I was huffing and puffing, my joints were hurting. So it's like, how can these people not know that they're in pain and huffing and puffing? but I think it's just for the money.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or it could be just a distorted body image.
It's just here's a lot of things I gotta say about the Fed acceptance community. It's just that everybody wants to be on my 600-pound life. When reality, that's
Sorry,
not
I mean,
show.
like, that's not what I think of when I think of goals.
And I'm like, as a fat person, literally saying this, that's not what 600-pound life is meant for.
Right.
For me, my trigger for me overeating and gaining weight was depression, and I had antidepressant pills along with that.
Yeah. I just started mine again recently.
And I'm gonna put this in other ways. I really didn't care at that point until I met my former friend when I was in my late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones who said, "Hey, maybe you should maintain your health." And I probably would have been at my weight loss goal have I not slipped back.
Well, that's a whole part of, accomplishing a goal like that. Like, I mean, you can think of it like drug addiction. Like, as people who relapse. Rob and I did a whole video on this for my students, my social work students. But people have this perception that if you relapse, like, you fucked up. But that's an absolutely normal part of, like, a recovery. Like, there should be no shame for that. It happens, but we do shame people because they're like, oh, they must not want it enough, or they're just not trying enough. They must not love this person enough. But all right, I was kind of going off on a little tangent there, so I'll stop.
No, you're good, but like
I mean, I won't blame you. I mean, I did the same thing with the whole Trisha Paytas thing.
We all have things to say.
But I'm glad. I'm glad that I met my former friend at that time. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here or still continuing to draw. But I thought about, like, for real this time, selling my artwork. I keep saying that I would, but every time I say I would, I don't think I can.
Mm-hmm.
Because I grew up with the whole comparison saying, oh, this person can do this person can do that. Well, why can't you do this? Well, why can't you do that? It's been embedded in my brain, and it sucks.
Oh, I can 100% feel you on that one.
Same here.
Especially having a Vietnamese mom. And when I weighed like 125, she would call me fat.
Jeez.
That's not even fat.
No, not at all. I wish I was 125. That's what I'm trying to get back down to.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not even fat.
No, not at all. But compared to, I used to get picked on. Like, I know people who are larger get picked on. I got picked on for the opposite reason. I was way too skinny. And I had always had people pinching my arms.
Are you eating enough?
Yeah. Or do you shop at the kids section? Do you eat kids meals? Like, I had that fucking forever. And it fucking sucked. But I could eat more than my guy friends, and I'd still be the same. But then right after high school, people gained that freshman 15 in college. I gained the freshman 50. But I do attribute a lot of that to getting really fucking stoned and going to Taco Bell at 3 a.m. Caramel apple are amazing.
Oh man,
I did. When my mom said that, I was like, I was so devastated by that. And so instead of just wallowing in it, I got my shit together, and I ended up gaining more weight. As a result, I would work out 3 to 5 times a week, 3 hours a day, and I gained weight, but it was because it was muscle. But I was so happy to fit back into my nice, my Hollister pants that I let my roommate wear until I lost the weight to be able to wear them again. And I fucking did it. Now I'm back up. I think I need to start working out again, because even thinking about walking to the end of my driveway just makes me go.
Yeah, I need to get back to doing that too. Like, I'm starting to get back to going. I'm starting to get back to going to the gym, and I'm starting to realize that everything that's heavy is starting to become light, and I really want to get back to wearing trip pants.
Wearing trip pants?
Yeah, Hot Topic pants.
Oh, I have those.
I'm surprised that it's like, am I that old?
No. Well, we don't have a Hot Topic around here anymore, I don't think. Are they still open? No. Yeah, they definitely are, because I ordered a shirt from them. I think I got my Linkin Park shirt from Hot Topic.
They exist. They just start. They're starting to become a geek store now.
Yeah.
Even though they have a geek store themselves. Box Lunch is the brother of Hot Topic. Torrent is the sister. Box Lunch.
Oh.
It's the brother of Hot Topic. It sells geeky stuff. Anime, science,
Never even heard of it.
Never heard of Torrent?
Mm-mm.
That's for plus size women. That's the sister to Hot Topic. Now, I told one of the workers, like, well, if Hot Topic has Torrent and Box Lunch, why don't you move most of the stuff that you have here to Box Lunch and have golf stuff for Torrent? And everybody's like, exactly. Like, you guys already made siblings, so why not make Hot Topic back to the way it was?
Yeah.
Hot Topic and the mall that we used to have it in was so tiny. Like, it was super tiny. But I loved it. Wearing my plaid skirts with safety pins, because I accidentally bought an extra large skirt and I was too stupid and embarrassed to take it back at the time. So I was just like, cool, I'm gonna safety pin this and make it all emo. Like, anyway, hold on, reading what Machiko said earlier. All right, let's see here.
God, I'm so old.
I'm the oldest one here.
Only by a few months.
Yeah, fuck you. You're young. Is that how I talk to people?
I'm planning on just going back to my old style, like when I was in high school. Call me whatever. I just like the 2000 styles. I'm starting to see a lot of
the 2000s.
I'm starting to see a lot of 90s styles come right back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it always does.
Hell, there's even 90s hairdos, 80s and 90s hairdos coming back, partly due to Stranger Things and other shows like it, but still.
I'm just like, I've seen that style when I was a kid. I've seen that when I was a kid. Oh, I've seen that when I was a kid. Oh, I've seen that when I was in grade school.
Like,
so I'm like,
bell bottoms came back around back when I was in middle school. Bell bottoms and or the mud pants.
I miss those. I don't know why. I used to love those pants.
Yeah, the MUDD, mud, because the extra D makes it edgy.
I don't know why, but I wish they brought back the hip hop streetwear, FUBU, platinum FUBU, and all that kind of stuff.
I still have a lot of my clothes that from the 2000s that I still wear. But I did have to throw some stuff away, though.
I just told myself, you know what? Screw it. I'm wearing the style that I always wanted to wear since I was a teen. If everybody got a problem with it, oh well. It's not like I'm going to high school.
Yeah.
But I'm just doing it because it makes me
less
happy.
about what people think about what I wear. I mean, I have my beanie that I wear here. I can either look like a cancer patient or, or a weird hipster. But yeah.
Hey,
but
I wear
that's
arm
me
warmers.
saying that to myself. If anyone called me that, I'd be like, "How dare you? I'm gonna go cry."
Hey, I was gonna say, MJ,
I'm a hypocrite.
I wear arm warmers. So
I have those.
it's like I collect those. I wear. It's like if I had money, I would collect all of them. My favorite ones would be goth arm warmers.
I had
I love my goth
an
style.
arm warmer shirt, but it also had unicorns on it. I think it was unicorns. I think I still have that shirt somewhere. I paired it with that plaid skirt that I safety pinned up.
I hate you, MJ.
Why?
I love unicorns.
I never talked shit about unicorns. I just said I had unicorns on my shirt.
I know, but I love unicorns.
Okay, so why does the hate code? I gotta go towards me then.
Because you have a unicorn shirt, and I want a unicorn shirt.
I don't know if I still have it.
Hey,
anyway, you gotta call it, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to do the outro?
No. Aden?
All right.
Rosa?
It was nice talking with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Sorry for annoying you guys.
I read what you said, by the way, so I'm not ignoring you either. I did read what you wrote. Anyway, sorry, Rosa, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's right. If I annoyed you, I apologize.
Fuck no.
You didn't annoy us.
No, I had fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of hate my way, but
sorry.
Just being a smart ass about it.
Oh, fuck that. That's true. Okay, I gotta go.
All right, I'm fine. I'll do the outro. So, everybody, thank you so much for watching, as well as those who are going to watch this after the VOD is no longer live. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on social media. Links are in the description, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob, MJ, Rosa, and Aden signing off. Have a good one, and take care. Peace.
Peace.
Sees.
Bye.